Okay, so obviously you guys are here because we have been focusing on getting you guys moving to Diamond, right? All of you are Emeralds. So everybody that's going to be joining the Tuesday call, you guys are already Emeralds. Lilia has already been a Diamond, and Kristen is, actually Kristen and Natalie are almost there. In fact, Kelly too. So I want to really help you guys focus on either getting your Diamond rank back, right? Getting back to active, or getting there to begin with. So the most important thing that I always recommend is, seriously, and I know you guys are going to think it's cheesy, but printing this out. I say it every time we do a Diamond training, okay? Print this out. If you can't print it out, write it out. It's just your Diamond graph. But you got to know where you're going, okay? You've got to know what your downline looks like. So this is so important. I want you guys to print it out, write it out so you see it, okay? The very first step. This is your roadmap to where we're going, okay? Then I want you to take a piece of paper out right now, and I want you to write down these dates. November 25th through December 30th, okay? And then I want you to write, I will be Diamond by November 25th, okay? Because that is the very last day that you can rank this year. And that is actually Thanksgiving morning. Okay, so in order to rank a Thanksgiving morning, you have to have it obviously locked in by that Wednesday night. Okay, and the reason why I put December 30th is because you have to hold that rank for 6 weeks. So nobody can fall inactive. Okay, they can fall inactive as long as you get them back to active that following Thursday. Okay, so if that ever happens, you just send me a message and we can work together, and I will help you get them back to active. Sometimes I do like incentives to where I'm looking for product testers is what I call them. And if I have the budget and I've set it aside, I send your customer $50. They try a product and that'll help them get to active. Okay, I never want you guys to fall out of Diamond rank once you're that close. So we do like little incentives and things like that. So always keep me in the loop so that I can help you guys keep that Diamond status or get there, okay? And then writing down what becoming Diamond would mean for you and your family, okay? Because yeah, you're shooting for this Diamond goal, but really what does it even mean to you? And what is it gonna do for you when you get there? Is it for the income for you, but specifically why the income if it is? Like, what is that income gonna do for you and your family? I want you guys to really write down why. Because if you just say, okay, I'm gonna hit the Diamond, like, what is that even? You know, you have this goal, but you're like, okay, what is gonna excite you every day to wake up and say, all right, I am going to make this happen by November 25th. For me, it's always, I'm very, very income focused. You guys, most of you already know that, but I've got these big goals that I want to do with my kids. We put away Talea's college fund and Prince's or Michela's, and now we've got to work on the others. Like, we legitimately have saved the 20 grand for each child so that they're set. And that's really big for me because I never had that growing up, you know? So those are our next goals. And this is what can be an avenue for that. So I want you guys to really understand that it absolutely can happen for you too. But I want you to think about what those goals are for you, okay? Because that's what's gonna wake you up every day and be like, all right, I need to make this Diamond happen because I see my why and I know where I'm going. I know my vision for it, okay? Okay, do you guys have questions on that or anything fun you want to share?
I think that's great that you said that because I haven't really been, like, I'm doing this and I love being a coach, and but I haven't really thought about why I would want to be a Diamond. So that's really good because then I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, the Beachbody thing. I should more be like, this is why I'm doing this, and this, you know, it's gonna, like you just explained that. That's awesome because I'll remember that now.
Good, because I share that because I'm a very visual person. If I don't see things, like, that's why I have you guys like literally say, I'm going to be Diamond by, and tell me exactly why, because I have mine sitting right here at my desk. Like, I'll forget. I'm too busy with mom life. Like, why I'll get on here and be like, okay, I have this rank advancement I'm trying to, but why did I even say I wanted to do this? right? And I have it right here. It is because X, Y, Z, this is my goal. And so it really helps me stay focused on making it happen. Okay. Okay, so.
Question real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm totally driving. Don't judge.
I love you.
So my question for you is, like, for you, I don't know if you can remember this far back, but like, how did Diamond like change your life? Like, I mean, was it the income? Was it like a legitimacy in your business? You know, for you, like, what would you say is the biggest difference? Like, what would you tell other coaches, like, hitting Diamond versus before you hit Diamond?
It's funny you asked that, because I was thinking about it yesterday, because I was talking about the goals, and Nathan and I were bringing it up, and he actually asked me, where was the turning point when you felt that, you know, you were like in Beachbody? And I was like, it was when I hit Diamond. Diamond solidified that this business was so much bigger than I even expected, right? And it solidified the fact that the income was now coming in, because now you're cycling at $18 a cycle. And then you start, because you have your people that you've signed up, you're making that commission off of them at that $18 cycle. So for me, it was the income. And for him, when he saw that rank, he was like, all right, we're making this happen, right? Emerald, you know, new coach, you're really not making a lot of money, right? You're just getting started. You're just getting your feet wet. But at Diamond, your income level changes. And then from there, the next big bonus is that 2-star bonus. That's when you start getting the quarterly bonuses, not just your weekly income. Then when that happened, I was like, I'm like, I'm not looking back. Like, I mean, and you guys know, I've been doing this 8 years now. Like, and I just got my second 5-star bonus that I've ever had. That's 2 5-star bonuses. That I'm like, there's my kids' college fund. There's the next one. And so my weekly income we put towards bills and everything else, but my bonuses now, like, I use those for chunks, and I'm just knocking down goals with those. So it just becomes fun at Diamond. It really does. I hope does that help?
Yeah, like, because for me, one of my reasons why is, like, I've seen, you know, like, the legitimacy of this business and the possibilities, but Eddie has been, like, so supportive from day one. Like, anytime, even like starting this job with radio or whatever, he's always like, well, I want to make sure that you can focus on your Beachbody business, because in a way he also sees that. But for me, like, becoming Diamond would be like a way to show him, like, okay, see, like, I'm doing it, like, thank you for your support, because now I'm making more money. So in a way, it's kind of like for him too, you know, to show him that, like, all his support is well placed, I guess.
I love that. And I'll just share really quick. Most of you've all met my husband. He's very dry humor, and he will tell everybody what he thinks. That's just how he is. Like, if you've got a booger in your nose, he's gonna tell you. Like, he's just that guy, right? He supported me, but he didn't at the same time, because he had to see the income. He had to see it. And so that was a part of my drive, is like, I was going to prove him wrong. I was like, because I saw the other coaches that were mentoring me, and the success that they were having, and the bills that they were paying on. And I was just like, and I was really getting to know these coaches, like, as friends, as real people. I'm like, no, these are real people, like, just like me, and they're making this income. Like, I'm going to do it too. Right. So use that as fire, Kristen. Use it as fire to, you know, not necessarily prove to him, because obviously he's supporting you, but mine was to prove to my husband. I was like, no. And then when he saw the income, it all changed. And then he allowed me more time and gave me more time, because he realized, and I don't blame him for that. A lot of husbands, when you get started with this, it takes time away from the family, right? Especially for moms. And that is that's an obstacle I have with new coaches, when the moms start working a lot on their phones, and their husbands are like, well, now she's not doing the housework, or blah, 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 right? But once she starts making an income, things change. Guys are income driven, most of them. They've got to see the numbers. Okay, so I want you guys to print out your graph, right? I want you to write this down. I hope you did already. And then your number one priority, which will help you get to Diamond, is making sure that you hit Success Club. Okay. That is a minimum of 3 people. 3 people. That's all I want you to focus on. I don't want you to think about all like the 8 coaches that you need to find for Diamond. I literally want you to take the next, how many more days we have? We have 18 more days left of this month. You have 18 days to find 3 people. That's all I want you to do. Okay. So whether that's writing a list out, thinking, okay, I really want to make this happen. So thinking about who needs to do this with you, who needs to start weight loss, who needs Shakeology. Like, I also want you guys to think about the people that don't necessarily need workouts. A lot of older people, like my grandma, my aunts, like they can't work out, but they need Shakeology, right? They need the nutrition. So don't forget about those people too. So just kind of think about your circle of people, who you work with, who are you surrounded with, where are your neighbors? I literally have 4 of my neighbors on daily sunshine because 2 weeks ago, my girlfriend came over and I was making it for the kids. She's like, what's that? I'm like, and she was already drinking Shakeology. So anyways, long story short, we kind of shared it out in a little neighborhood here, and I've got 4 of them on it now, right? There's more home direct orders. That was not hard. They're not working out. They're just drinking daily sunshine. Okay, so if you want to write that down too, making sure that you find 3 people this month, 18 days, okay? But believe that you can, okay? I want you to seriously just be like, all right, I can do this. It's only 3 people. And don't be afraid of the outcome either if it doesn't happen, right? Don't get mentally attached to the outcome. Just go after it and try and give it your all and find those 3 people. If you find 1, great. You're much further than you were today, right? But go. So the reason why I say that is because the third thing, the most important thing that I was going to say is your personal development. If you haven't started doing your daily personal development now, you're probably never going to start because you're not making it a priority. And I know, like, we're like, oh, they want us to read like 15 minutes a day. But you guys, like, if I was not doing my personal development, I promise you 100%, I would not be here today talking to you guys. There is no way. I have my bad days. I have my days where I feel like I can't do a darn thing. Like, I'm not like this superhuman person, but I take those 15 minutes and I fill my brain with anything. Like, right now I'm reading the Freakishly Effective Leadership book. But we have so many. If you haven't read GoPro, I always tell everybody to start with that one. GoPro is a network marketing book, and it'll teach you all the amazing steps to really kill it in this business as a first-time network marketer. So, personal development. Okay. Questions, comments?
Rachel?
Yes.
Have you recommended that one before? I don't remember that one.
So this one or GoPro?
No, I have that one. I have the GoPro. Which one's that one?
It's GoPro, and it's by Eric Worre, and that's Eric Worre. If you have not read it, I would get that one today.
GoPro.
Yes.
Okay.
I had it and I never read it. I need to get another copy.
Start it. And you guys, you can listen to podcasts too. Like, I'll put the podcast, I have the podcast app on my phone. So while I'm taking a shower, I'll put a podcast on. Just anything to keep your brain saying, hey, I got this shit, right?
I
like
a way to stay, like, I don't feel good, I turn on a podcast immediately.
Yes.
I do not sit there and let my brain be negative or like waste time. I turn on a podcast and I just shift to something else more positive.
I have a hard time with podcasts for some reason. I have a hard time with people talking at me or like trying to, like, I do. I know.
You got to find a voice you like, and then the topic has to be something you're super.
Yeah.
I'll get hours in podcasts.
And yeah, I think that's my problem is I have to find a topic, but it's like their voice and how they're talking is also one thing that I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like I can't, so I have a hard.
I get that.
That's why with audibles, I can't do audible books.
No,
I
cannot do audible books.
I cannot do audible books.
Tried that, and it was the author's voice, but it was so monotone that I just could not stand it.
Yeah, I'm like
my own voice in my head, you know.
Right, I'm totally with you. Or like reading out loud to myself. I'm like, at least that way I know, you know what I mean. So okay, I'll try. I'll get GoPro.
I'm kind of the same. I'm very visual, so I actually prefer reading because I like it sticks in my brain more. If I hear it, it just kind of goes through one ear and out the other. But with mom life, it's, I mean, when do I have time to sit down? Like, just find what works for you. Find what works for you. And the voice, you're right, Natalie, helps a lot, because a lot of voices will just knock me out, put me to sleep. I'm like, all right, this is boring.
Shaun T has a podcast. I don't know if you guys have ever listened to it. It's called
haven't.
Yeah,
What's
Trust and Believe by Shaun T. And I'll put that on while I'm working out. It's freaking awesome.
Ooh,
Sorry, Natalie, what was it called?
Trust and Believe.
Trust and Believe. Okay.
Yeah, and he has different guests on. He talks about all sorts of stuff. I love him.
I love that. I haven't listened to it yet. I've heard that it was good, though.
Yeah, it is.
So what I was going to say after that was, basically so let's say you guys are at Success Club Zero right now, because I think you all are, right?
Yeah.
It's fine. Let's just put it out there, right? It's not that you're not doing whatever it is, okay? I just want to share that if you keep on doing what you've been doing, you're always going to get what you've always got. Okay? That is right here on my wall, because when I started this business, I went in circles for the first year, because I kept thinking that what I was doing was the right way, and I was just thinking, whatever it was, but I wasn't really seeing success. I had to change my habits. I had to change the way I looked at things. So and just like I said, you keep on doing what you've been doing, you're always going to get what you always got. So what does that mean? Do you have to get up 10 minutes earlier to send out those invites? Do you have to stay consistent in your Facebook posts? Do you have to say, okay, I'm actually gonna send these invites, and I'm gonna track them every day? So I want you guys to think about that. Think about how you've been working before in this business. Maybe what hasn't worked, maybe write that down and say, what do I need to change? Okay, because if I haven't been hitting Success Club, then something's not working. But what is it with your daily habits too that you need to change? Because I know for me, it was literally getting up at 5. Like, that was the biggest game changer for me when I started. I was not a morning person until this business. I was not. I worked night shift. I was up all night, basically, right? I slept during the day. And my husband, he was dealing cards at the casinos when we first moved here. Like, we were night people until Beachbody. And I'm so thankful, because my whole life turned around when I was able to get up early and get work done. And I just feel like a normal human being, like kicking butt and taking names in life when you get up in the morning. So think about the daily habits and things you guys need to change to get there. And then, so if you guys, have you all put out a post already today? Just, I don't care if you have, let's just put up, okay. So I want you to think about this. You wake up, you're either doing your personal development really quick, but I want you to automatically think, I need to get this post out. That should be your number one activity, okay? Whether you're pulling it from one of the done for you posting guide, or you are just following the simple graphic, that says, hey, I post Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it's like Motivation Monday, Transformation Tuesday. Whatever you want to do, just like me, I already post my Transformation Tuesday. Get that out every single day, because that is part of your business activities, your income producing activities. And the reason why I say that is because if you get your post out and then you go share just really quick on your Insta stories, like right now you could be going like, hey, we're doing a team call, blah, 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 right? Really quick. In fact, we'll take a picture before you get off. And I'm going to keep you guys on 5 more minutes. When you do that, that immediately gives you people to invite, okay? So I'm going to take just a second. I want to show you exactly what I mean, just in case you guys have no clue what I'm talking about, because sometimes you don't. So let's say, okay, can you guys see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to go to my posts, and I'm going to find one. So here's one from the other day, but then here's one from this morning, okay? I go to my posts, and if you've posted it, this is why you're posting, so that you can invite these people. So if you see how you hover right here and all these names pop up? This is everybody that has liked the post, not necessarily commented, but has commented and liked it. So I click it, okay? And then I'm going to go down this list and send every single person the same invite message. So I go like this, copy, paste, put it in whatever the message is, okay? Then I go back to that list, send the next person, they're gonna get a message, okay? Then as soon as I do that, I go to my Facebook story. Now, you guys, I usually do this from my phone because I'm laying in my bed because that's where I'm comfortable. And it takes me 5 minutes to get this done. But if you're doing it from the computer, this is what it looks like. So you just go to your stories.
Yeah, you went to your picture. You clicked on.
Yeah, I did. How do you do it from your computer?
No, if you go back, just click there.
Oh, there it is. View story. Okay, so see now you know I don't do it from my computer. So then here is your stories. Okay, and if you see the 3 dots up here.
Yeah.
Click that. Oh wait, not that. Where is it?
Over on the side.
Where? See how?
Like on your right-hand side. All the people who watched your story.
Yeah. I'm trying to see it from my computer. So, oh, there we go. Okay, so 108 viewers right here. You see this over here on the right? I will go down and now I will send all of those people an invite. Okay, all of them. Now, if I know that they're maybe one of your coaches, right, or they're obviously not getting an invite, or it's somebody that I'm like, oh, I sent her an invite yesterday, I'm not going to send her another one today. Okay, but there, I've sent 200 invites, 15 minutes. That's it. The reason why I say your posts matter is because if you're not posting and you're not doing your stories, who are you going to invite? Right? It just makes the inviting process easier. And if you're doing that every single day, then you have plenty of people to invite.
And then you also know that like when I do, like, I'll specifically go to my stories where I'm talking about my boot camp or my workouts. So I'm like, hey, like, I know that you know, like, what I'm doing. Even if you weren't listening, you saw my workouts or whatever. So I'll click on those like business, like related posts specifically and invite those people because it's like, hey, so I saw you're watching, like I saw that you saw about my boot camp. Are you interested? You know, it's like, no excuses. You know what? I know that you know what I'm talking about.
Exactly. And I always tell everybody, just assume that they know what your business is. Because I was chatting with another 8-star to 10-star group or whatever, and they were like, so when you invite, do you start small talk and like try to get to know the people first? And I was like, no, never. Because if they're following me on my Facebook, they know that this is my business, and I just assume that they already know what I do. So they're getting an immediate invite to my boot camp. I don't say, hey, how are you? Like, I don't. I just say, hey, I'd love to invite you in on my next online virtual boot camp. Is that something that would interest you? That's all I do. Because, like I said, if I'm posting every day on social media, I'm giving them value. I'm giving them recipes. Like, I'm already doing all the work over there, so I don't do small talk when I send an invite. I get straight to the point. So, okay. Do you guys have anything else you want to share?
I have a question.
Yes.
So I know, like, when we were coaching, we do like our little online groups, but now everything is on an actual app, right?
Yes.
Is that like really pop in, like people actually, like, is that something you guys use a lot and that, you know, you plug people into and they feel like it's something that's functional and helps them?
Yes. So some of us have our own bod groups, but we have our large team bod group, which you should be a part of. You're probably in there. You just don't know that you are. Okay. Yeah. So download the Beachbody On Demand app. It's the On Demand one.
Oh, I think I have that already.
Okay. So that one is where for you and your new coaches, they don't have to create a new group. Anybody that purchases the challenge pack, you plug them into there and the group takes care of itself. We did that so we didn't have to create all these different groups. Okay. And I have my assistant plug in new content in there every single month. So it's already running, taken care of. There's beautiful pictures, posts, and all the work. So it basically runs itself. Okay.
Yeah, and I noticed like my few people that I had and added to the group, sometimes they don't even post. So if they feel like, even if you want to do it on your own, like even just like your own little like chat or text or whatever group, you could do it that way too. So they don't feel like they have to check in with everybody else that's in this big group. Does that make sense?
Yeah, a lot of people prefer just the one-on-one. The group makes them a little nervous.
Yes.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
So I always put them in there right? And you have to send them the direct link to it, and I'll send that in the chat so you guys have it. But you
sometimes
send them
they accept it and sometimes they don't. Even if you resend it like 3 or 4 times, they'll go, we never got it. And it's like you keep trying to resend it and then so it's just kind of depends on your people, I've noticed sometimes too.
And I put them in there, and then I
never got that email. I know you got that.
Yeah, exactly. They said, no, I never got it. It's like, yes, you did. I sent it like 3 times.
Right?
Might into their spam folder, because the Beachbody stuff starts to do that if you don't.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I take the link and I send it in private messenger. Direct message. Yeah. So I'll put that in our chat after we get off. Actually, in our phone text, you just take that link and then they can open it right there. They don't have to search their email and all that jazz. Okay. So I do that, and then I always put them in that FitFam chat room that we have, the Facebook chat room, just because some people don't like getting on the group, and some people like the chat. You know, some people it overwhelms. But the main reason why I do both is because whether or not they're active in their group, they're seeing people working out. And whether or not they're active in the chat room, they are reading the stuff. And I have noticed that over the years, my volume on purchases has increased just by simply putting the people in there and them hearing the chatter. Like somebody's like, oh, I bought the whole performance line. And then somebody all of a sudden was like, oh, what's that? And then they order it. So for you guys, it's an easy place for you to put your people in as well, because they see everybody else using the products, and that helps increase the sales. So did that answer your question, Allie, for the bot groups?
Yeah, I just want to figure out, I just feel like I had a rhythm with coaching, but now it's been so long, I feel a little bit lost. And so I'm trying to figure out what tools I want to use and what route I want to go with, leading people. Cool. So yes, thank you, Mama.
Okay, good. All right, so I love you guys then. Oh, somebody in the chat? Let me make sure that wasn't Kelly.
No, I think that was, Chris.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I was just saying how I love GoPro. I had a book. That was the first book I bought, and I didn't read for years. And I finally was like, I'm gonna read all the books I already have before I buy new ones. And it was a really good book.
Yes.
I literally have like 4 books that I've started, and I've gotten about halfway through them, and then I like put them down. And I'm just like, damn it, I need to get back to reading them.
Well, and GoPro's a small one. It's a small book. Like I think I finished it in a few days. Like it gives like a lot of good ideas for how like to organize and treat your business like a business kind of thing.
Okay. Yes. Okay. And the reason why I like that, and I suggest it to new coaches, is because it's all about multi-level marketing, which is what we are. And if you've never done this type of business before, you really have no clue, right? So they kind of talk about like messaging and just, how many messages you need to be sending to make one sale, to like all of that's in there. And those are really great tips to kind of go off of. So I would definitely get it if you don't have it and start it. Okay, I love you guys. I don't want to keep you longer than I said. We'll see you again next Tuesday. Also, 3 people, okay? 3 people. That's all I want you to focus on. Post, invite, find the 3 people. Post, invite, find 3 people. Every day. Just do it every day. Just make it happen. I know you guys can do this. I was telling, and I hope it wasn't me, but I was telling another coach, I was like, a kindergartner could do this business. They can. A kindergartner. But the reason why people fail is because they are not consistent in the simple things that it takes. And I get frustrated because, oh my gosh, I have to post on Facebook. That's so hard. And I got to send these messages. Like, do you want to go work a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life? Because I don't. If sending invites and posting on Facebook is like some dramatic deal, then you're in the wrong business. It's easy. Like, just do it and then keep doing it. That's all it is. So, okay. Love you guys. That was it. All right. See you later.
Right. Can I keep you
guys.
Wait, yeah. Yes, please.
Keep you on for just a minute.
Let's take a picture.
Oh,
Kristen. Oh. Darn it. Gosh, my face looks so bad.
You're cooking a baby in there. Knock it off.
Let me stop recording.